Yeah. So let's just. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And you put us with that example you gave us, are you sweet? Doesn't it work from like, does it still work? What we would like go and the same thing? Or does it have to be true? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal, in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say. So let's try. So what you say was, yeah. Great. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And you put us with that example you gave us, are you sweet? Doesn't it work from like, does it still work? Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here. Are you sweet? Doesn't it work from like, does it still work? What we would like go and the same thing? Or does it have to be true? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal, in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say. So let's try. So what you say was, yeah. Great. Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And you put us with that example you gave us, are you sweet? Doesn't it work from like, does it still work? What we would like go and the same thing? Or does it have to be true? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal, in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say. So let's try. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And you put us with that example you gave us, are you sweet? Doesn't it work from like, does it still work? What we would like go and the same thing? Or does it have to be true? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still attack the syllabus personal in order to leave this kind of right? Yeah. So let's just say so let's start. So let's just say there's yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, but because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right? And with that example, on the streets, does it work from like does it still work? Do you feel what you like going and the same thing, or does it have to be good? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still attack the syllabus personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say so let's start. So let's just say there's yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, but because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right? And with that example, on the streets, does it work from like does it still work? Do you feel what you like going and the same thing, or does it have to be good? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still attack the syllabus personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say so let's start. So let's just say there's yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, but because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right? And with that example, on the streets, does it work from like does it still work? Do you feel what you like going and the same thing, or does it have to be good? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still attack the syllabus personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. So let's just say so let's start. So let's just say there's yeah. Great. I know that you're not me. Like, yeah, but because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right? And with that example, on the streets, does it work from like does it still work? Do you feel what you like going and the same thing, or does it have to be good? You know what?
Hello. Angry Camel. I am Agia. Eric with a K. Dalton Nip. Tiffy Poo. Jamie Reed Art. Pigeon. And Master Ether. Thanks for joining us. Welcome everybody. Hello. It's my camera. Yes. That's the right voice. Hello, welcome everybody. Hello, Stanley Parable. Yes. Hey, I'm new to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm good, Ryan. Welcome. Hello. Okay. This is a Spin Ben's best hits, I guess. Request. Jump shot it. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Hi. Okay. Cool. Hi. I'm good. Oh, okay. Everything good? That was my wife. She's got back. And she works closer to home now, so yay. We'll give your Jazzy a big woo. Everybody give your Jazzy woo. Give it woo. Yay. Alright. Where's Spin Ben? He's supposed to be here. People make requests for games and don't even show up. Crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Woo! Thanks, Ryan. Thank you. Woo! Oh. Ew. Oh. Just got here. Yes.
Dilbert Baginso _O just redeemed hydrate. Smirking face emoji.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm assuming this is your first time playing Stanley Parable? Yes.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Inverse Stardew Valley intro. Hi, Ties Lulu. Hi. Thanks for sharing the stream. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Okay. Oh, wait. Can I not use the controller for this? I cannot. Very well. Very well. That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Got a little spry in my step. Okay. Like, bro, you've been fired. Hello? Let me in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It's a day off.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I turned off the computer. My bad. Oops.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Alright, I get it. Cut off. Turn that off. Hello? Is this the meeting room? No. No, it's
When
not.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is this one of those liminal space type games? Is that what this is? Let me go to the left, huh? Well, I'm going to go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Where's the lounge? Very much liminal tapes type game. Yeah.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Cool. Okay. I play by my own rules. It's fine. Can I die?
I think perhaps we've got
shit.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Stanley had enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna go right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
The voices in my head needed to stop.
By the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We're gonna get on, but we're not gonna fall. Okay?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Please, Stanley is about to do.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
My wife?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Kill me!
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
For love of God, please let me go.
The severity of the situation. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a
This is the
bad
OG
sack
one.
and crack.
Oh, practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Cool.
Ah, welcome back.
Oh, God.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Okay. I'm not Stanley. My name's not Stanley. Up here. Okay. Oh, they're gonna make sure I don't kill myself this time.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
How's the audio? Is the game too loud? Am I too low? Or are we good? Are we good? Audio good? It looks like it's a little loud on my end. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. It does look a little loud. Just a little smidge. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. We good? Okay. It's a tad loud. Oh, okay. It's a tad loud. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the 1,067 likes, Tysaloo. Thank you. Where are you taking me?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
There's gotta be another choice. Gonna jump out the window? Please? Yes.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead.
I'm gonna make every wrong decision possible.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
That was so loud. Oh, can I close the door? Why is it getting dark? Is there a wrong decision in a game of free will? Choice is an illusion, yes? Can I close it? No. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something, right? Oh, holy shit. Oh. Yo. Was this game made in the Source engine? This looks very Half-Life-ish. Perhaps we're not too late, or perhaps we are. And I fucked it. Maybe did I fuck it? Guess it was originally a Half-Life 2 mod. Really? Interesting.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
They made the mod in 2012 and published the game a year later.
I have to. I have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely very Half-Life-ish. Yep. Mm-hmm. Half-Life 3 win!
Whoa! I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Did it just
Behave
close?
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
What?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Did you just say fuck it and just restart it? Should I do it again? I'm gonna do it again. Fuck it.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Quickly,
Okay.
hurry.
Okay.
Behave exactly as
He reset
Stanley
you.
would. That means choosing
Yep.
responsibly and
Okay.
always putting the story
So I
first.
guess that was an ending,
I'm quite sure
I
you'll be up
guess.
to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2
hilarious.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah! Is it still fucked? Nope. Nope. We're good. I'm still gonna make every wrong decision possible after this. But we'll see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What is this? Synergize. Core value expenditures. Ship global market parade. Monetize free to play. Business side to assure employees that everything is okay. What? Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yay. Okay. Room closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh boy, they're not. You can't jump in this. Oh, that's interesting. No jump. Why no yump? Why no yump? Door. Well, it's fancy up here. Just like a CEO, he lives it up. While we all just live in the minimal spaces that we are, like
Stepping
ants.
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door
Can't
lay
jump,
all
they
the
disabled
answers
it.
to his
Really?
questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it
Night
still
Shark?
work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Oh, like I say it? Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Hello?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a
Night
crucial
Shark
step.
115. Hello?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's me.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
No fucking shot.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this?
Lights are on, but nobody's home. Holy shit.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh. Ending. Okay. Oh, we got an ending? Okay.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. So that was us doing everything wrong, I guess? That was that ending? Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay, I guess we'll go
he
left.
entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. We'll be on point this time. That's cool. Oh, we can go down
Coming
this.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
He pissed
and in
himself.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No. Oh, shit. Cool.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, God.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
You died. Cool. Oh, another ending? Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like?
Stanley was tripping hard
and a painting.
Off something.
Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just goes to show you kids, never take drugs from strangers, okay? Okay? Don't take drugs at all. Unless,
Yet
you know,
there was not a single
recreational.
person here either.
Don't do hard drugs.
Disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming
so
to a
we went
staircase,
down.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Fancy ass office. What's this? Executive bathroom? Okay. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered
It's
in
different.
disbelief
It looks
who
different.
orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I'm gonna put it in my birth year. Teehee. Okay. Well, how about my birth month and day?
Stanley just sat around Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, 2845.
Something gonna happen?
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Do you think someone has accidentally guessed the right code on this? Probably. Probably. Wait, what, can I keep messing with it? I wonder if it'll explode. That'd be great, right? If it exploded. Okay. Alright, fine. Keep your secrets. Is that a flashlight? Can I take it? Oh. What's in a flashlight also? Insulation? Spooky. Dork. It's dork. Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never
Seriously,
occurred to
we
him?
just
This question would
can't
not
jump.
go
Seriously, we
unanswered for
disabled
long.
it. Why would you do that? Why?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death, you say?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Right.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah? You think? Okay. Oh. Wow.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Crouch. Jump. Something. Oh dear. Oh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
Plot
doors.
twist.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. Oh. Or so I thought. Boy, he's sending. Why were you not here early? I started this for
And
you,
yet it would be
Spenben.
just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What happened to the man's voice? I don't know. Plot twist.
When
I'm in
every
heaven?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
We're gonna
Do you
prefer to
see
ultra kill.
that Stanley
Too bad.
was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I spent money on this because you told me to. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Off. Everything off. Save electricity. Off. Fun sounds. These half-life ass sounds. Got tired of being left. He's not even real. Who, Stanley? None of this is real. It's all an illusion. Look at this office clock. Fake. Boss's office. Fake. He was dead from the start. Oh. Oh, is that what she said? Damn. We were never even alive to begin with. What are they just showing the assets they use for this game? Is that what all this is? Exit. It's a program made by the narrator. Wow, Spen. Thanks for fucking spoiling it. Jesus. Is that everything? Interesting. Look at all the assets. Look at all the assets that they use for this game. The source game. Crazy. Thought it was obvious. No! I don't know what the fuck is going on in this game, bro. Why would... God. Trailers. Well, I don't want to watch trailers. You play the game, it spoils it. That's crazy. I know! Why do this? Why do this?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Ooh. I walk past this? No. 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 Okay. Ah! I thought
Can
it
you
was
see?
obvious. No!
Can you see how much they need
Why
one
would it be
another?
obvious to me?
No, perhaps not.
I've never played this before.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be
The only way to win is to not play.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Wait, is that it? Wait, do I really have to hit escape? I do. That's so funny. That's so funny. The only way to win is to not play.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Hmm? Oh, he's back. Wait, what? Oh, I can control doors now? Weird. Since when?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I'm gonna
he
close this
entered
door.
the door on his left.
No. No. Okay. So far, so good.
Yet there was not a
and he's
single
back.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping
I'm
he
gonna
might
give
find an
my
answer
boss a
there.
piece of
Coming to
my
a
mind
staircase,
right
Stanley
now.
walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for
I didn't
clues
do any
to
of
his
this.
situation.
I didn't do any of that.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Right, we went down the elevator and we don't take the exit route. Oh, you guys want me to piss myself? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on right now? Ah. Infinite piss breaks this session.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
version.
Facility.
Mind control facility. Okay. Got it. Lights?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
that's
Stanley,
creepy.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Did you read the message? What message? Bruh. Excuse me. What message? Where's my number? There it is. Employee 427. Yeah.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Me? How do I do that? How would I go about doing that? What you talking about, Willis? Dismantle them how? Oh. Facility power. Oh. Mind controls idle awaiting input. Okay. Can you read chat?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty.
The only real reason Ding is in the Ultra Deluxe. The only real ending is in Ultra Deluxe. Okay. Well, I don't have Ultra Deluxe. I have
His
this.
obligation
I have this.
to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
3.
More time to talk about
3.
you. About me.
3.
Where we're going.
2.
What all this means. I barely know where to start.
Okay.
What's that? You'd like
You
to
have
know
3
where your
attempts remaining.
co-workers are.
You have 3
A
attempts
moment of
remaining.
solace before
Okay.
you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter,
Green?
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
Yeah?
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment you fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh, shit. There are no correct buttons. Yeah, I know. I'm just hitting stuff. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, we saw the credits roll at least once.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might coming to a staircase.
I'm gonna go get my boss a piece of my mind
to his boss's office.
right now. Ads. Incoming ads. Okay. Hungry. Which is great because food. We have food. I'm gonna get some food. BRB. Keep Stanley company. Now make sure he doesn't die. Okay? Make sure narrator doesn't kill him. Okay? Okay, BRB.
Ben Gaming just redeemed posture check. Please come back, bro.
Okay. Why'd I leave? I went to eat. I went to get something to eat. I was hungry. Starving. Hunger overtook me.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
What was it,
Not a
24/7?
living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
Can't remember what it was.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. No. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Here we go. Again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
so
Stanley,
creepy.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You think?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
I'm gonna go shut it all down.
Place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over a...
God. So loud.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated
Spam,
the
stop playing
machine.
Overkill.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Half-Life 2 assets, yay!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Was I? Complete. Oh, that's it? That's it?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I died. I think I accidentally did that. I didn't mean... wait. Yeah, I accidentally closed the door on myself.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go...
Wait. Extras. How many endings are there? I imagine there's a shit ton.
This is the story of a...
Oh.
A soft wind blew outside and
This is
perhaps
new.
rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
This is new. This is news.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Honestly, I don't see any other. I can't
Yet
imagine
there was
any
not a single
other
person here either. Feeling
options.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, like deadass, I can't imagine any other options. You can make the credits roll again. That was cool. Oh,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
no. Okay, there's got to be something.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No
Nah,
reason to
Cat.
still be here.
Cap, there's something. Why would they let me in here? Why?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Don't worry about it. Mind your business.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That accent is crazy.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yo! Yo, chill.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the
Welcome
history
back,
of
Bilbo.
narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Dad. BRB? Okay. Okay. Is that it? There's gotta be something. I don't believe it. I don't believe that there's nothing. There's gotta be something. Doesn't seem to be talking anymore, so maybe not. Broom, broom, broom. Relief. Okay, fine.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
No shot. You really not gonna talk to me anymore? Yeah, okay, I think that's it. I think that's the gag.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's over here. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Wow. That Thunder Mifflin. Extreme bathrooms. Wow. Oh. Getting to the nitty-gritty of all this, aren't we? Down. What takes me down? Me? Wait, didn't go down? What up? Just there to fuck with me? Or what? You don't do anything? Okay. Legit didn't take me anywhere. Oh, can't go back. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I don't need to
Feeling
relax.
soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I think I'll try one more thing. Loading.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nay.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Now, before I get crushed, I am going to
The door
do what
behind
the
him was
other
not
narrator
shut.
said.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Yes. Kill me. My legs.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ooh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Okay. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah. I've been dead the entire time. Yeah. Yes, I know. I am aware. I am aware. Ah.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Shut up.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's
Okay. Is that it? I guess that's it. I don't know any other paths. Okay, well. This is a quick one. This is a rather short one. Yeah. How much is this game like originally? How much does this game go for? Oh, 15 bucks? Oh yeah, this is like a short game. This shit is short. Okay. Alright, well, apparently wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. I'm seeing some things. I am seeing things. What? What are these achievements? Okay, we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna do one more thing. I think.
This is the story of a man named...
I think we're gonna do one more thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's not a very long game,
How
apparently.
wonderful. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
For fuck's sake. You will let me in here right now. Yeah, this is not a long game, apparently. Pretty sure there are more endings.
I'm still
I
not
feel like
feeling
there
it.
are, but I don't see
It has to
them.
be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, 417. Fine. Where's 417? It's like right over here. Where is it? Where are you? Where are we? Fine. God. Just let me in.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You're pushing it. You're pushing it. Okay, 437. Fine. 437. Is that back over here? No. Yes.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
God. 415. Ah.
Now, back to door number 437.
Jesus fucking Christ. What about your errand boy?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
This one.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
So hype.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419? 419? Let's pick this way. 419?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay.
We've almost got it! Now
Rat.
the copy machine, do that one again!
Oh my god. He's so fucking hype. The copy machine's in the other room. It's in the other office. Here you go.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
430. Okay, man. Right here.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The only reason I started doing that was because of the achievements. So that was click on the door 430, click on door 430 5 times. And now there's other achievements here. It just has 8 on it. Like straight 8s. There's another one that's a speed run. There's another one that says go outside. Don't play Stanley Parable for 5 years. There's unachievable. There's one that's impossible to achieve apparently. And then there's commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. So yeah, that's was very interesting. Spadman, come back. Where are you? Is there anything left for me to do?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Because boy howdy, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, funny game.
Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Last time I saw someone play this, it was in high school. I remember so little.
Coming to a staircase,
True.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's do the existential crisis ending again.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
The
what a
delivery is
relief
hilarious.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Let's
Then
go.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so
Space
lucid?
and time.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
I am not in control.
And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
You're not.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
You're in
I
the
am
Matrix.
Real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
And then we died.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
honestly,
her walk was interrupted by
hold
the body
y'all.
of a man
I'm kind of
who had
eepy.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
I'm eepy as
then
fuck right
collapsed
now.
dead
I'm
on
so
the
sleepy.
sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go
So,
call for an ambulance, for just a few
I think we'll
brief
call it here.
moments, she considered the strange man. He was
Yeah.
obviously crazy.
Good game.
This
Fun.
much she
Funny.
knew.
Very funny.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
So,
and in that moment, she thought to herself how
yeah,
lucky she
I get it. That was
to be
the
normal.
Stanley Parable. I guess.
sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And left him there for dead. Funny stuff. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, I think. I'm sleepy. Pretty tiresome. I don't know why. Don't know why. I was doing a lot today though, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry this stream is so short. But Saturday I'll be snowed in probably. So 2026 is the year of being sleepy. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that from a lot of people, is that they're just tired. But 2025 was whooping everybody's ass. Yeah, no problem, Bobby. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here. As to everyone else, thank you all so much for tuning in. Ties Lulu, Jazzy, Spenben, Lily beat V2 at the moment. You like the ending. Cool. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go take a nap. I don't know if I'm gonna be going to sleep, but I'm gonna go take a nap. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Dilbo, Jazzy, Bobby, Spanben, Ties Lulu, who else? There are more people. I know it. Ryan, the Beast Gamer. That's what it was. That's what the name was. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go check out my other channels, my YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Kick, all that. Follow, subscribe, ring the bell. xMAKARAIx, you know the deal. And make sure you do the same on my socials so you know when I'm streaming and when.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Okay. Well, good night. Goodbye. See you on Saturday for a longer stream. I promise. Because that's what I do on Saturdays. Goodbye. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Hope you get paid tomorrow. Goodbye. Make sure you, if you're getting caught up in the snowstorm, make sure you go out and stock up. Please do. It's survival out here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.